So the reason why I be talking about all this stuff, I don't just be reminiscing about shit that happened 30 fucking years ago, yo. I just be speaking about stuff because you ask yourself logical questions when you see weird eccentric things happening around you. So you make a statement like, my phone hacked. People have tried to frame me and sabotage me in the past. I didn't see somebody sit down and group up like a football team and huddle up on how they was going to try to frame me and sabotage me. I don't got proof of somebody actually talking in some big ass congregation amongst each other about how they about to lie on me. But there has been times people put stuff in my possession. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was at these shelters. There has been numerous, countless times where I took screen recordings and screenshots on my phone, and my phone obviously getting hacked. It's been numerous times where I took screenshots and screen recorders and publicized online how my phone was hacked, and I could tell that nobody was seeing that shit, especially when I did research on my YouTube and saw the audience of my YouTube, which told me that it was some type of block, some type of like hindrance, somebody keeping my videos away from actually being seen. So when people was moving like that, you ask yourself logical questions. Why is this bullshit happening? What's going on? What's being said? And if I wasn't part of the 144,000 Israelites or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, there'd probably just be a whole bunch of logical questions that I asked myself that never got answered. But it being that I've had certain dreams and visions about stuff that told me, oh, okay, there are lies that's been told about me 20 years ago, and then you got some childish ass adult still actually trying to uphold, keep that lie held to me, and then uproot the same exact chaotic things that happened in the past to try to make it look like it's a repetitive pattern with me. So somebody could say, hey, I heard he stole something back when he was 15 years old. And then somebody else would come forward to be like, oh yeah, he stole from me a week ago. And the same dumb fuck who made up that lie and said that I stole from them just was that motherfucking determined to make up a lie. So I spoke on times when I was at shelters and I saw some people wearing the same exact things that I had before. Like I had a shirt one time, and I saw this one lady walking around with that same exact shirt. Well, I didn't own that shirt, but I went into the LA Mission shelter and I wore like a blue shirt. It was this South Park shirt, the cartoon South Park, and then I gave it back to the people at the LA Mission after that. Gave it back to them. And then when I got to the testimonial shirt, I saw some lady walking around with that same shirt on. All of these shelters probably get their clothes from the same exact Salvation Army or whatever, most likely. So I just assume maybe, somebody gave her that shirt at one of these shelters. A lot of these clothes probably be the same exact type of clothes or whatever. But when I was at the tiny home shelter, it was this one lady walking around with these green boxers on. And they was like Christmas decorations. Those same people at the tiny home shelter gave me those boxers, those same exact boxers when I first got there, because I told them that I had no boxers or nothing like that. This is back in like September, October 2024 when I first got to the tiny home shelter. This is September 17, 2024 when I got to that tiny home shelter, all the way up until June 2025. That's when I left, in June 2025. And I saw some ladies walking around with Christmas decoration boxers on, boxers on and shit like that. And I even heard one nigga one time that worked at the tiny home shelter say, the game is over. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to leave. You need to go. You need to go. The game is over. The game is over. This dude worked at a tiny home shelter. He was whispering to this other lady, she need to go. And then the old man that was the roommate of mine, this dude named Mike, that was in unit number 31. He was like, somebody's getting put out. I was like, no, I don't think somebody getting put out. I think that it's some scandalous stuff going on, and my phone is getting hacked right now. And whoever is hacking my phone know a lot of people around this shelter, and they basically talking in secrecy right now, and they code like, look, you need to go. Stop fucking with this nigga Alvin. You need to go. The game is over with. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened, people that was in secret organizations said, okay, that's enough. By like, I heard this dude saying this on, this is in like April or May of 2024. When I heard this dude saying, you need to go, you need to go. So I think a lot of foul shit was going on. And then once again, people was walking around every single day, like right in my face and not telling me directly that my name been scandalized online. But the proof is in it, the way everybody been looking everywhere that I was going. Not just in Cali, but when I was in Carolina, when I was in Michigan, when I was in Florida, 4 different states, so Florida, Michigan, South Carolina, and California. So when you go through a whole lot of weird ass shit and scandalous things that is not your fault, you go ask, why is this happening? And then when you done being a motherfucking therapist you know what I'm saying, basically trying to sit back and analyze why somebody else did some shit that they ain't had no business doing to you at all, you gonna start saying, no, this ain't my fault at all. You know what I'm saying? It's something way worse that's ongoing. And then you find out that a lot got told about you a long time ago, and then ever since then, people just kept piling up brand new lies on top of that lie. And that lie that was told a long time ago was told by some lady who probably didn't even know you that much, or probably some nigga that was just hating on you. That's why I also spoke on when I came back from my cousin with Sean Wade in 2014. And I see some dude drive down the street, and then I get a text message like later on that day that said you looking good. And that was some gay dude that I beat up back in 2000 like November or October 2013. That dude used to stay next door to Pops, man. This dude that used to sell everybody weed in the neighborhood. How do I got a big ass family? Then I also spoke on how in 2013 I was driving around in that cab, and like from January to the summertime of 2013 all the way up to the fall of 2013 I was driving around in that cab. Also included in 2012, and like the fall time I used to go jogging. You know what I'm saying? Right around the time my mom got those cabs, I used to go jogging. Matter of fact, I think I started doing that in like July 2000. I did that in like July 2014 all the way up until like September or October of 2000. No, I did that in like July 2012 all the way up to like September or October of 2012. Used to go jogging in the morning. When my auntie Emily was living with me and my mom on Chicago and Terry Street, I never bought some lady around her. I never bought anybody in that house. Never. As a matter of fact, I ain't start bringing more ladies around and shit like that until she was already gone by 2013. And can't no man say they ever stepped foot in that house on West Chicago and Terry Street when I was living over there, yo. Other than my cousin Teray. This dude named Cam came by there one time back in like the spring of 2014. No, the spring of 2013. Right around the time of my birthday time. Like I said, Cam started back coming around like January 2013 or like December 2012 or something like that. That was it, yo. Can't no gay dude say that they was in that house over there in Chicago and Terry Street. Can't no gay dude say that they ever stepped foot in that house, yo. And if it's some gay man saying that, that's a bold-faced lie. A bold-faced lie. I probably could still name all the ladies that I brought in that house on Chicago and Terry back in the day. This girl named, I'm not even gonna try to name them. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. I'm not gonna do that. Out of all those ladies that I recorded, though, can't none of them say that they got drugged. That girl, Deanna, who I used to hang out with, it was a white dude that stayed around Joy Road and Greenfield, dog. She told me that it was that dude that basically had drugged some girl and recorded her. It was some white dude that stayed around like Joy Road and Greenfield. I know because it was also this girl named Daytona I was talking to. And Daytona was talking to the white dude. One time I came and picked up Daytona from his house just before me and Daytona was like having sex. And this girl named Deanna told me that white dude be like date raping women and stuff like that. This is in 2014, yo. No, 2000. I keep mixing up the dates. This is in 2013. Deanna told me this in like the springtime of 2013. She said it was a video going around of some white dude having sex with some lady, and he basically date raped her or something like that. You know, this white guy used to stay on Joy Road. I didn't know him. I didn't know if it was true or not, but Deanna told me that about that guy. Dude had like, white dude that had like brown hair, like blondish brown hair. But this girl named Brittany that been in my place, that been in that apartment that I was in, man, this girl named Deanna, this girl named Kiera, this girl named Deja. I remember me and my cousin Teray came and picked these one girls up that stayed further down Greenfield. I think they stayed around like 7 Mile in Greenfield or something like that. And they came through, but we ain't had sex with none of them. It was 2 black girls and it was this white girl, I think. They came through and fucked with us, but we ain't do anything with any of them. We dropped them back off. I hope they didn't make up some lie. This was around March 2013, yo. I remember this. I hope them girls didn't make up some lie. That just came to mind, yo. That just came to mind. I'm gonna end it on that, yo. All these fucking lies. So yeah, the truth is, a lot of people said, this is what we gonna do to this man. We gonna frame him. We gonna lie on him. We gonna make up bold-faced lies on him. We gonna publicize fucked up ass shit about him. We gonna reach out to everybody that ever scandalized his name in the past. And then after that, what we gonna do is, we gonna try to make it look like that it's his family fucking with him. We gonna tell him right to his face that we don't know what he talking about. We know that his name getting shitted on all online because they already let us know, the people that's in the brotherhoods or the gangs or the cliques, let us know that his phone is blocked away. He's not on real social media. So there'd be a few people that's Masons or people that's in gangs or some type of code or organization watching this video, making him think that the whole world's seeing this shit. So then while there's somebody else keeping his phone away from being heard, we're going to have a whole bunch of other people hacking in his accounts and then socializing with people, framing him, lying on him, making it look like he going on dating websites, making it like he going on dating apps on Facebook. We're going to try to make it look like he on WhatsApp. Like I said, I haven't been on WhatsApp since 2018. And I never went on some dating motherfucking website on Facebook again. I haven't went on no kind of dating shit on Facebook ever. So they said what we gonna do is make him believe that it's his family attacking him again. So then when his family start reaching out to him, trying to tell him what's really going on, we gonna come in and we gonna attack them, and then we gonna make it look like it's AJ fault. We gonna make it look like it's Alvin fault. Then we gonna make him look dysfunctional, disloyal, dishonorable, and real fucked up. And everybody who was in on that, the only way that you can successfully do that is if it's somebody that's actually in these churches, somebody with a nice amount of money or power or fame and notoriety to cover this kind of shit up, yo. What the fuck is really going on? Like I said, when I came to that condom reunion with my auntie and my mom in August 9th, 2025 of this year, the first thing my auntie Emily did was take a picture of me, and I couldn't understand why. I was like, oh, I just said, I hope to God she don't send that picture to somebody else and make up a lie about me, yo. The whole time my auntie Emily stayed at that house on West Chicago and Terry Street, not one time did I even bring some lady around her. Never. When I drove that cab and came back and didn't bring nobody around her. When my auntie Emily moved out by like December 2013, because that was around the time the Christmas break came along and my sister Alicia came back from Tallahassee. Around that time, that's when she moved out. Then when my sisters went back to Tallahassee, when they came back to visit for Christmas break, you know what I'm saying, from college and all of that, then I started bringing ladies in that house. And even when I did that, I still was sneaking and doing that. You know what I'm saying? When my mom wasn't around, I would do that. And the main lady that I used to bring into that house was this girl named Deanna, yo. This girl named Deanna, and I think that was the main one because she stayed closest nearby. So there's no way my auntie Emily could say that she saw somebody around that house ever, yo. And I still, to this day, don't know what happened on in August 2013 when everybody came by for my cousin JR party. They threw a birthday party. I still don't know what happened. But some type of lie happened. I got framed. 6:12 p.m. November 28, 2025, yo.